One. Starting from the beginning. Check, mic check, mic check. In the United States, let me start back from the beginning. I'm reading from Insulin Plant for Diabetes. What is diabetes? Diabetes is a condition where the body fails to utilize the ingested glucose properly. This could be due to lack of the hormone insulin or because the insulin that is available is not working effectively. Diabetes mellitus. The term diabetes is a shortened version of the full name diabetes mellitus. Diabetes mellitus is derived from the Greek word diabetes, meaning to bond, to pass through, the Latin word to pass through. The Latin word mellitus, meaning honey or sweet. This is because in diabetes, excess sugar is found in blood as well as in the urine. It was known in the 17th century as the pissing evil. Diabetes epidemiology. Diabetes is the fastest growing long-term disease that affects millions of people worldwide. According to the charity Diabetes UK, more than 2 million people in the UK have the condition, and up to 750,000 more are unaware of having the condition. In the United States, 25.8 million people, or 8.3% of the population have diabetes. Of these, 7 million have undiagnosed diabetes. In 2010, about 1.9 million new cases of diabetes were diagnosed in population over 20 years. It is said that if this trend continues, 1 in 3 Americans would be diabetic by 2050. Type of diabetes. There are 2 types of diabetes. Type 1 and type 2. Type 1 diabetes is called insulin-dependent diabetes mellitus and occurs at a younger age or childhood. In these patients, there is complete lack of the hormone insulin that mandates external administration of the hormone regularly as treatment. Around 75% of people with diabetes have type 2 diabetes mellitus. This was earlier termed non-insulin dependent diabetes mellitus or maturity onset diabetes mellitus. The number of people with type 2 diabetes is rapidly increasing. In type 2 diabetes, not enough insulin is produced, or the insulin that is made by the body is insufficient to meet the needs of the body. Obesity or being overweight predisposes to type 2 diabetes. Gestational diabetes. Gestational diabetes occurs in pregnant women who have never had diabetes before, but who have high blood sugar levels during pregnancy. Gestational diabetes affects about 4% of all pregnant women. After childbirth, the mother may go on to develop type 2 diabetes. How is blood sugar regulated normally? When food is taken, it is broken down to smaller components. Sugars and carbohydrates are thus broken down into glucose for the body to utilize them as energy. The liver is also available to manufacture glucose. In normal persons, the hormone insulin, which is made by the beta cells of the pancreas, regulates how much glucose is in the blood. When there is excess glucose in the blood, insulin stimulates cells to absorb enough glucose. When there is excess glucose in the blood, insulin stimulates cells to absorb enough glucose from the blood for the energy that they need. Insulin also stimulates the liver to absorb and to store any glucose that is excess in blood. Insulin release is triggered after a meal when there is rise in blood glucose. When blood glucose levels fall during exercise, for example, insulin levels fall too. Also, a second hormone manufactured by the pancreas is called glucagon. It has the opposite function of stimulating the liver to release glucose when necessary. Symptoms of diabetes. A second hormone manufactured by the pancreas is called glucagon. It has the opposite function of stimulating the liver to release glucose when necessary. Symptoms of diabetes. The main symptoms of diabetes are three: polydipsia, polyphagia, and polyuria. These mean increased thirst, increased hunger, and increased frequency of urination. In addition, patients complain of feeling very tired and weight loss and loss of muscle growth. Type 1 diabetes can develop quickly over weeks or even days, whereas type 2 diabetes may develop gradually. What happens in diabetes? Due to lack or insufficiency of insulin, there is high blood glucose in diabetes. Excess glucose in the blood can damage the blood vessels. This leads to several complications like heart disease, kidney damage, nerve damage, eye damage, and blindness, impetus, and stroke. Diabetes, when not controlled, may raise the propensity for infections and gangrene of the lower limbs is common in uncontrolled diabetes. This may necessitate an amputation if severe. People with diabetes are also 15% more likely to have an amputation than people without the condition. Prevention, treatment, and care. The risk of complications with diabetes can be reduced by adhering to medical advice and keeping the diabetes under control. Blood sugar should be regularly monitored so that any problems can be detected and treated early. Treatment involves both healthy diet and exercise, as well as oral medication to regulate blood sugar. In all type 1 diabetics, and in severe uncontrolled type 2 diabetics, 1 or more injections of insulin a day may be needed. What causes diabetes? Diabetes mellitus results mainly from a deficiency or diminished effectiveness of insulin that is normally produced by the beta cells of the pancreas. It is characterized by the high blood sugar, altered sugars and glucose metabolism, and this affects blood vessels and causes several organ damage. Cause of diabetes. Causes of diabetes can be classified according to the type of diabetes. Type 1 diabetes mellitus, the result from the body's failure to produce sufficient insulin. Here the pancreatic beta cells are irreversibly damaged, and so they cannot produce adequate insulin. This is believed to be due to an overactive immune system that, instead of fighting foreign microbes, turns on the body's own cells and begins to destroy the pancreatic cells. Since type 1 diabetes has been found in both identical twins in studies, 4 genes are thought to be important. 1,6Q determines the sensitivity of the islet cells of pancreas to damage. This damage could be due to virtues or cross-reactivity from cow's milk induced antidotes. In addition, association with HLA, DR3, and DR4 and islet cells antibodies around the time of diagnosis have been noted. Risks of developing type 1 diabetes are similar in all ethnic groups. This could be due to diet during childhood or due to gangrene. Type 2 diabetes mellitus. Type 2 diabetes mellitus results for and resistance to the insulin. There may be a normal or increased level of insulin initially. The pancreatic beta cells try to secrete more insulin initially to meet the raised demands of the body. When it fails, type 2 diabetes develops. All right. Get a little time for a smoke break. I ain't faulting that. Fellas, I dozed out. Man, I be tripping. I be dozing out while I be reading this shit. Man. I be in the theta state when I go into that reading mode. That theta state is real. Real shit. Real. Theta state. Good shit right there. All right. We get rid of this diabetes, y'all. We get rid of this shit. My great grandmama did, and my mama did. My mama passed away last year, November 19th, due to a tragedy. She moved here from Atlanta. After I came back home, she came back home. Man, I was hoping I'd get a chance to spend some more time with her before she went on over to the other side. She was so ready to go, though, that she had ready to get her, prepared herself to receive her diamond-like cold body. She said she got it and she was ready to go. But, you know, my ancestors, they called her home, too. Because my great auntie, I obviously contacted, or obviously my my grandma, my grandpa talked to my great auntie that left with my mother. They left all in the same week, all three of them. My aunt Ruby, my aunt Bertha, and my mom. They all three went. Boy, you talking about going in threes? They went all in the same within 5 days. It was amazing. It was amazing. My auntie called my mama when she was on the highway in a big U-Haul. You understand me? Hold on, y'all. You found him? Okay. Hey, I was gonna tell you, man. I meant to tell you a while ago, Tone. My grandpa didn't touch the motherfucking Cadillac keys when that Cadillac was in that garage unless that motherfucker was ready to be moved, bro. Hang them motherfuckers up. Okay, hold on. Let me take you off the speakerphone. Hold on. Can you hear me now? My grandpa didn't touch his Cadillac keys unless he was ready to pull that motherfucker out of the garage. Hang them keys up. Man. Yeah, hang them. If you ain't got to have them motherfuckers with you, man, hang them up. Yep. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Real shit. You ain't got no need to carry no fucking keys. Why you carrying them? Fuck that. You losing keys that you ain't got no uses for. That's crazy. Right, carrying that big ass wad of keys. And it's the first time they lost them motherfuckers. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about y'all, but lately I've been having some strong, ethereal conversations with the ancestors as well as the enemy. The ancestors been down low to me. I've been waking up from waking up in the midst of having ethereal conversations. This shit is so fucking clear and so fucking vivid, y'all. Ethereal conversations with the ancestors and with the enemy. I'm giving enemies ultimatums, letting them know what the fuck's going on. Telling them whatever they plan is bullshit, can't go, it ain't going through. You understand me? When they think they see any particular type of weakness in us, I let them know. Be not mistaken. What you see that might be looking like a weakness ain't a weakness, motherfucker. It's not a weakness. For sure. Not a weakness. We know who we are now. We're waking up. And just like I'm having a conversation, with my people through this video, I'll be having these conversations ethereal. You understand me? On an ether level. You understand me? Communicating, especially since I done locked my hair back up. It's coming in clearer. I'm about to start going back in the woods too. When I was living in the bush in the woods of Georgia, I was picking up some high frequencies. Yes, yes, for sure, for sure. I hope I don't have to do the video again due to the lack of audio. But I'm so happy about the time that we in right now because things are getting so more. We're getting so much clarification as to what's going on. So we're talking about what if they block us from the fourth common market? What? We the life of it. They was panicking, talking about, oh man, it's over. No, it's not. We the life of that market. And if they can shut down anything. You understand me? It won't take too long for us for shit to start kicking in. And we can turn a fucking junkyard into a motherfucking paradise. Heard what I said? Take a junkyard and turn it into a paradise. So you motherfuckers think that you can do whatever you think you can do to us, it ain't gonna be successful. Because at the same time, my ancestors didn't die off. We had a shitload of us that escalated on higher levels of intellect and began to dwell on higher parallel realms. On those higher level parallel realms, they flying ships coming in and out of other realms at will. They showed me them from a child. And I know they ain't coming from space. So y'all cut that alien shit out. Alien shit has been debunked. Ain't shit coming. Ain't no little fucking grays, no green man, no motherfucking giant ant looking motherfucker. None of that shit. None of that shit. Nah. No. It's our ancestors on those ships. And they ain't coming from Africa. They wanted to Hollywood want to make it the movie Black Panther, the clone Jaguar. You understand me? The decorated Jaguar. Not the Black Panther, the decorated Jaguar. And Wakanda is here. There's no Wakanda in Africa. There's not no place in Africa called Wakanda, ever been called Wakanda. But you will find several in America. Literally. Literally. So, Wakanda entrance ways, they come and go from dimension to dimension. You understand me? What is the dimension don't talk about anyway? Why would they bring it to us? They let us know it ain't come from space. On these dimensions. So, you understand me? Bye-bye with the alien stories. Bye-bye with the alien stories. Multi-dimensional travel. Multi-dimensional ethereal communications and travel. They were traveling using master the ether here and went into another dimensions and started mastering it there. What? Serious. music back on. It's YouTube. Jazz, smooth jazz. Let's do another remote. Where is my remote? Oh, there you go. Smooth jazz with the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm in ancestral mode right now. I stay in ancestral mode. I be in theta state. I stay in the theta state, you know. I frequent the theta state, shall I say. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, since I quit tobacco, all forms of it, you know what I'm saying? Throughout my life, I smoked cigarettes, Black and Milds, cigarettes back and forth. I ain't smoked no Black and Mild and cigarette in so long, but them blunt wraps, I stopped with tobacco. This ain't our original tobacco, y'all. This ain't our shit. This tobacco tainted like everything else, like the maize. The maize is tainted, the tobacco is tainted too. Ain't no real cherry blends. They fuck the cherry blends up. You know what I'm saying? The real Black and Milds was Black and Mild probably for real. Some real good smooth. That Black and Mild shit ain't nothing but paper. A couple crumbs of some form of whatever tobacco bullshit they got, and then paper. Crumbs of paper, man. Confetti. Y'all smoking confetti, man. Brown confetti. Ain't nothing but a beige and brown confetti with a sprinkle of tobacco in it. For sure, man, I'm telling you. That ain't no motherfucking real good tobacco. All the tobacco they got, Newports, all that shit, all fucked up. All that shit fucked up. If we had a menthol back then, better believe it was the purest form of menthol. Probably grew the mint plant next to the motherfucker, and it just became all a naturally mentholated motherfucking tobacco. You understand me? I'm a green thumb. I can imagine doing this shit, putting the peppermint or the any type of form of mint plant with tobacco. You know what I'm saying? Man, so I got a motherfucker. This is a motherfucking super salad right here. This is a salad. I'm smoking on some good shit. Like, probably like 3 different types. I had a weed plant going, and this is part of it, but it ain't turned out too good for me because I've been focusing on my body more so than that. So trying to raise her, I couldn't raise her and micromanage the diabetes. So once I get this all the way good, my new doctor just My first time getting involved with an endocrinologist, and she broke down some shit for me, let me know what was going on and shit. It was different misconnections and signals and shit with my body. Now I already know if there's certain deficiencies also, but shit, I'm getting rid of this shit, y'all. I'm getting rid of this shit. I walked off the insulin. I was done with the insulin. Took that metformin, and metformin slammed me in the hospital. This last few days, past ago, I was in the hospital. Messed up. You know what I'm saying? Let me see how much time I got there. 31 minutes. I'm gonna pause it right there, y'all, cause the time it don't like to do well. You come back.